I am obsessed about my hair, though, obviously. But here's the deal, it's starting to fall out, like, rapidly. So I got on the internet to see if there's anything I could do about it. Somehow I stumbled onto a website that was top 10 celebrities with fake hair. And number 9 was Chuck Norris. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I was shocked. I had no idea that Chuck Norris was still considered a celebrity. When that happened. I flew up to New York 3 times last year to do comedy. I was talking to a friend of mine down here. He said, what's the biggest difference between Florida and New York City? I said, well, for me, it's gotta be the birds. Because down here we have seagulls, and up in the city they have pigeons. And down here, a seagull will pick up a cigarette, realize it's not a French fry, he'll drop it and fly away. But the last time I was in Times Square, I saw a guy throw a cigarette down, the pigeon picked it up and took a drag off it. It's a high-stress city. My girlfriend rented us a room up there on the Lower East Side, $300 a night. I said, are you crazy? You realize for that kind of money we could have rented a trailer in Plant City for a whole month? Whenever I fly, I want the cheapest flight possible. That's the only thing I care about. Cheapest seat I can get, cheapest ticket. I don't even care if I survive. I just want the cheapest ticket I can get. When I can choose wherever I want to sit on a plane, I'm going for that seat by the emergency exit. Right? Because that's the seat with the leg space. That's the only spot on the plane you can stretch your legs out. And then they always go out in that speech. In the event of an emergency, you think you'll have what it takes to open the emergency door and assist the other passengers off the plane. And I always say yes, because I'm not giving up that leg space. But just once I'd like to tell them the truth. Just once I'd like to say, listen, let me tell you how this is going to play out. Okay? When this thing crashes, I'm going to be paralyzed with fear. Some hero on this plane is going to open that hatch, and I'm going to climb over his back and be the first one off the plane. All right? I'm here for the leg space. I'm not here to play Bruce Willis. Look, here's an idea. How about someone that works for the airline open the emergency door? Right? We're paying them to serve Coca-Cola, but in the event of an emergency, any random moron that just happens to be closest to the emergency door, that's the guy in charge? I asked the flight attendant one time, I said, why is that the policy? She said, simple. Any random moron can open a door, but learning to serve the perfect pour of a third of a can of Coke takes years of training. If the food comes out on a square plate, the price just doubled. Yep. And if the food comes out on a wooden board, the price just tripled. And if that wooden board has a branch coming off of it, get the hell out of that restaurant. Even the bathrooms in these places are getting too fancy and trendy. Half the time I'm looking at these 2 doors, I don't know, am I a Neo or a Banyo? Am I a Dingo? Am I a Carnita? Am I a Gayapo? I got to the back of this one restaurant, there's a lobster on one door and a jellyfish on the other. I didn't know which one it was, I had to Google it. Turns out I'm a lobster. Well, Google says I'm a lobster, but I feel like it identifies a jellyfish, so I'm still not sure which one to go into. I have a friend that's a cook, Chuck the cook, and his big hang-up is he wants a fancy job title. He wants me and all of our friends to call him chef. I'm like, dude, you work at Waffle House, I'm not calling you chef. Okay? I highly doubt anyone's ever gone to France to study the culinary art of scattered, smothered, and covered. Chuck lost his job at Waffle House. And look, I don't know what you have to do to get fired from Waffle House. I think he might have got caught cleaning something. I'm not really sure how that happened. They gave him his walking papers. But he bounced back though. He got an even better job at IHOP. I started thinking, well, maybe he is a chef. I mean, think about it. He went from Waffle House to IHOP. Totally skipped over Denny's. He went from scattered, smothered, and covered to Rudy Jimmy Fresh and Fruity, and totally bypassed Moons Over Miami. That's gotta be a culinary first. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nothing's ever sweet enough for IHOP. I'd love to be there in their test kitchen. You know what these chocolate chip pancakes are missing? Cherry pie filling, whipped cream, and syrup. That's a complete breakfast. And my favorite part of that joke is the idea that IHOP has a test kitchen. Here's the phrase you never hear at IHOP. Damn, that was good.
Go for it.
I'd like to wrap it up with an impression. I'd like to recreate a scene from The Empire Strikes Back. That's a Star Wars movie, all right? I'd like to recreate the scene where Luke finds out who his father really is. Okay? And in this scene, Darth Vader will be played by Marlon Brando, and Luke Skywalker will be played by Jerry Seinfeld. Let's listen.
Luke, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your real father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No, Luke, I'm your father.
No, that can't be. That's impossible. And what's the deal with that cape? You don't fly. Thank you so much, everybody. You're the biggest